If you own a Mazda CX-50 and you've been looking for a dash cam that doesn't look like an afterthought, this video is for you. I'm talking zero visible wires, no ugly suction cup mount, just a clean factory style install that looks like it came straight from Mazda themselves. This is the FitCamX dash cam, specifically made for the CX-50, and today we're doing a full unboxing and install. Let's get into it. Opening it up, the first thing you'll see is their support card here with their customer email. So if you guys run into any issues during install, help is right there. And you've also gotten a user manual, which I'd recommend at least skimming it before you start. Next, we got the plastic trim pry tool. You're gonna need this one, trust me. Then there's the Y cable, which is how we get things its power. And there's also a USB for data transfer and a memory card reader. Now here's where it gets exciting. We've got the rear camera, and then over here, the front camera still wrapped up. Let me unwrap this so you can actually see it. So here, let's look at this thing. This is what makes the FitCamX stand out. It comes with the custom plastic panels that replace the stock mirror cover on your CX-50. So instead of clipping something onto your windshield, this integrates directly into your rear view mirror housing. It looks completely OEM, and the fitment is specific to this car, so it's not some universal hack. It's built for the CX-50. All right, now that we're inside the car, before we mount anything, you're gonna need to get access to the wiring, which means pulling down some panels. So grab your trim tool. You're gonna need to start right here along the headliner trim near the top of the windshield. Wedge the pry tool in and work your way around. Go slow and steady. You'll hear clips releasing, and that's totally normal. It just means it's coming apart the right way. I know it's a little hard to see with me recording with one hand, but just listen for those clips popping and keep working your way around. And once you've got enough room to work with, I'll show you a trick. There's a clip on the inside of the panel that you can push down once you've got a little separation. That way it gets free a lot easier. All right, now the next step, we need to get into the sunglasses holder. So there's 2 screws inside here that you need to take out. And once those screws are out, you can easily pop the panel free. This gives you access to the area where the moonroof wiring is connected, and that's exactly where we're gonna get our power from. So what we're gonna do is locate your sunroof connector. It'll be right up here in this area. You're gonna go unplug the right side connector like this. Then take your Y cable that came in the box, plug it into the connector, and plug the original sunroof cable into the end of the Y cable. So the sunroof still works perfectly. Now the Y cable has power running through it. All right, let's get the camera up. You're gonna wanna route the front camera's cable through the headliner to where we can grab it from that panel opening we just made. Once the cable's routed, you can connect it to that Y cable. So go ahead and mount the front camera. It attaches right to your rear view mirror using the custom panel. And just swap out the stock mirror cover for the FitCamX panel, and the camera clicks right in. All right, so now for the rear camera, center it the best you can on the rear windshield. So don't stress too much about perfection right now. You can adjust the rotation afterwards. But here is where the install gets a little tedious, but it's worth it. So we need to run the rear camera cable from the back of the car all the way to the front along the driver's side and through the headliner. So the CX-50 headliner is snug, which is the hard part here. Mazda builds these things so tight, so you can use your trim tool to create a gap and push the cable in as you go. Work the cable all the way down the driver's side, A-pillar area along the weather stripping, and take your time here. Just keep the install looking clean and don't rush it. You don't want to damage your headline. All right, once you make it to the back here, I routed mine through here and then back through the rear side panel. So the next step is to pop off that back panel like this. It's just little clips on the inside, so you can go grab the cable from behind and connect the rear camera. When you're trying to take off this back panel, use your trim tool and pop off the top part of it, and it won't come off all the way. You'll just need to tug on it a little bit. There's more clips behind it, but it won't break. There's just a ton of little clips behind it. So here at the back, once the panel's off, you'll see your cable waiting right there. The rear camera has 2 connectors, so just plug them in like this. It's pretty straightforward. And the satisfying part is you've got plenty of room right here in that trunk area from that panel we took off to just tuck away any excess cable. So you can just stuff it in there and close up the panel. And once you do that, your install is finished. So look at that, not a single cable in sight. Everything is hidden in the headliner and trim, and the rear camera is tucked away right behind this panel. So now it is time to talk about quality. Starting with the front camera, this is the 4K footage shot in a parking garage during the day. Even in that mixed lighting situation, the clarity is really impressive, and you can make out plates, street signs, detail in the shadows. Very solid quality right there. One thing to note, you can enable audio recording through the app, but I had mine muted for some reason. So the app connects over Wi-Fi. You can also download clips on there right to your phone. And now here is the rear camera. Fair warning, my windows are really dark, so keep that in mind. But even with the tint, daytime footage is clear and usable. Nighttime is a little different story, but I won't pretend the rear cam is a night vision monster, because my windows are tinted so dark, so at night you can't really see much, but it's really the daytime performance that matters most, and it delivers. So that is a wrap on the FitCamX install for the Mazda CX-50. This actually turned out better than I expected, and the OEM look is really good. FitCamX, thank you for sponsoring this video, and they're hooking up you guys that are watching with 8% off of your purchase if you purchase through my link down below. It's linked down below and in the pinned comments. So if you drive a CX-50 or honestly any car, just look up your car on their website and you can get 8% off of your dash cam. So drop a comment, let me know what you guys think. And if you've got any questions about the install, I'll do my best to answer them. Make sure to like the video if it helped you out, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, everybody.